Welcome to my cabin. So this is a solo balcony cabin on the spectrum of the seas. This is cabin number 6652 and this is on deck 6. And I've lived in this cabin, this would be the 6th day. So this is a solo balcony cabin. It's a room built for one person, hence the solo, but a little bigger than what you might expect. I've seen some other solo cabins that kind of look like efficiencies. Super small with a small bed. This is really a nice size, and I tell you what, I've lived in it for 6 days, and I feel like I've had plenty of room. Now you have a good sized bed here. This is bigger than just the full size when it's by itself. You could almost sleep 2 people in this bed. You know, I've just pushed the pillows side by side, and so there's almost at least 2 places where people could lay down. Magnetic walls. I've got my magnet collection going on from the trip. There is a full-length mirror, which is nice. You have a nice flat screen TV right across from the bed, and that's probably like a 42-inch screen. Very nice. You have the desk area. It's big enough. Again, here's my laptop. This is where I've been working all week. So big enough for a laptop and some charging. Then you have this mirror here with some makeup type lighting. I tell you what, the decor, if you want to talk about that, the ship is new. It's the newest ship in the Asia market, the latest Quantum class. This is actually the Quantum Plus class for Royal, and so they've done a really nice job with the decor. I love these blues and then the wood accents. And so yeah, back to the desk. You've got power, standard US outlets. They have European outlets. They also have USB outlets, which is nice. And then you have a little stool that serves as your chair. Telephone. If we look inside the bed area, they also have done power in a way where you can, no USB, but you can plug in. I have my charger plugged in over here so I can charge my watch and my phone at the same time. And then you can operate the light from there. This little overhead light, which works out when you're trying to go to sleep. Have a drawer which I've just piled the daily papers in, but a hair dryer. A little area where they have this tray, and there's a teapot here, and tea that you can have, tea service every day. Refrigerator. Don't think I have anything really stashed in here other than water, but again, this is just a solo cabin, but a lot of amenities that sometimes you don't get in some cabins. Here's one of the storage. You have cubbies on this side. You have a safe. This area is not used, this wooden area. And then another little area that I've been stashing stuff in. And then you have a couple drawers. I'm stashing some of my camera gear in this drawer here. And a drawer for clothes, which I've been using for socks and underpants. We'll look at the balcony later. Continue with the storage tour. Above the bed, you have this storage, which I haven't had any need for. 2 of these large cubbies. I'm unpacked. I have a suitcase and a carry-on, and they're stowed under the bed. A little trough tray area right below the TV with magazines, and so they've done a really good job of utilizing the space. The cabin came with these slippers that I've stuck up here. I don't know why I didn't just throw them in the closet. And so a little wider than that other storage area, you have a closet that I've used to hang up my shirts and my pants and stow my bag and my extra shoes. Again, a lot of space. Lots of space. Bathroom's a good size. There's some great features in this bathroom that I wanted to point out. Here we'll start with the essentials. So, pretty standard toilet for a cruise ship. They have the shelving that has the little lip that you can stash stuff on so it doesn't slide around. Early in this cruise, we did battle some bad weather and things are sliding around. I don't use a lot. Just got my basic necessities there. Good size sink. And storage below. Trash and a place to store the extra toilet paper. And a little trash bin. But the features I like, they've done a lot of hooks. So you got 2 sets of hooks there for towels. More hooks here in case you need to dry off anything. And then most of my toiletries I've left in this bag. I've just been working out of this bag. Shower pod. I do love the pod concept that you see on the cruise ships, especially Royal. You just stand in there. I am 6'1", 319 pounds. A little bit of a bigger guy, but plenty of room in the pod. Hello. So we can make the trip around. I can turn all the way around another hook. They only have one dispenser though, which is interesting, and it's body wash and shampoo combined. So if you're somebody that has a preference, you might bring your own, but I just use whatever they have. I don't have that much hair anymore to wash, and they have soap, so you can have soap. But I do dig the hooks. I dig the this pod aspect where you don't have a shower curtain sticking to you. The water's been good. Let me show you the shower head. Nothing super fancy on this one. It's just height adjustable. It doesn't get super hot. This one isn't like scalding. I've been on other cruise lines where you can really crank the heat up. So one thing you can get used to on cruises is they have one knob for temperature and then one knob for water flow, which I kind of like it. At home you're trying to work 2 knobs for water flow and temperature. This one's pretty simple. You just set the temperature where you want it, and then you set the flow where you want it. Bingo, bango. You got a shower going on, which is kind of nice. Now there is the plug for the shaver, which I've never seen a shaver like that, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is a shaver plug up there. Got one more hook here. This actually serves as a doorstop for the closet door, but I have hooked some stuff there. Maybe that wasn't the official use. Standard fare. Royal, at least on the Spectrum, they use this card. They ask you when you leave your room if you just to put it on white to let them know that they could come clean your room, and if you want to do not disturb, that's magnetic. Got a digital thermometer to control the air, and then to operate the lights you have to have a card in the card holder there, but the charging still happens even when that's not plugged in, so that's a plus. Alright, so if we want to move outside, show you guys the balcony. Now, the balcony here, there's several different options for balconies. You just got to look at the deck plan. So I have this balcony because I was going for the bigger balcony, but I didn't anticipate 100% the obstructed area that I have here. But I can't complain. I mean, it's just, look, I'm all the way back in the corner, and this is how big the balcony is. 2 big seats, like 2 little loungers, a table, and there's just tons of space. I feel like it's almost this half the size of the cabin. So this has been a great balcony for that. Again, the view looking to the right is lifeboats, and this interesting little, I'm calling it a rescue vehicle. Looks like a little thing they can drop in the water. I don't know if that's what they use it for. But yeah, overall, you can stand and look out and not see the obstruction until you get to a certain point. So there it is. And it's covered, which I like. I'm not great with the sun, so I kind of dig that covered aspect of it. Comfy chairs with footstools. Yeah, we'll take a look at the room from this way. So you can tell so if you leave it like that, it makes that noise, but then it has a sealing mechanism. Boom, now it's sealed and the noise is gone. So I haven't really heard a lot of noise here in the port, or when I was in port, or even when we're out on the seas. Fairly quiet, and it gets pretty dark. Let's do the dark test. I'll turn all the lights off here. So the curtains are drawn. So for the most part, it gets really dark. I would recommend this. Again, to me, I've been in interior rooms that didn't feel like it had this much space around the bed, this much space to walk around. So I definitely would recommend it for a solo cruiser. All right, guys, that is cabin number 6652 on the Spectrum of the Seas. It's Royal Caribbean's new Quantum Plus class. It's the new solo balcony. Really had a good week here, and I would recommend it to anybody that could book a cabin like this if you're cruising solo. Reasonably priced. You can find a good cruise at a good price and have a lot of space. So I'm interested to hear your opinion. Doesn't this feel as big as an interior? Have you ever cruised in a cabin for two that's this size or smaller? Leave a comment below. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Tony with Lido, Loca, and until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.